Hi guys, so this is my Wednesday video. If you haven't watched my videos before, I upload on a Wednesday and a Sunday evening, usually at around 7 o'clock as long as there are no technical difficulties. Normally on a Wednesday I do a baby names video, but today I'm doing something a little bit different, or I'm talking about something a little bit different. So I will be back with more baby names next week, so if you want to check out my baby names videos, I will link those below, and yeah, there'll be new ones from next Wednesday. If this is the first time that you are watching, I'm Lauren and I'm a mum of two. I have two little girls. If you would like to subscribe, please click the subscribe button below, and also please press the notification bell, and that's also for anyone who is a subscriber. A lot of people are saying to me they're not getting notifications of my videos, and it's because you now need to press the notification bell as well, because YouTube like to make it really complicated. Anyway, today I wanted to chat about something which is kind of, I guess, quite a personal issue, and it's something which is happening on Friday, so that's why I wanted to do this video today rather than a baby names video. I just kind of thought I may as well explain why I'm going to be in hospital and what I am having done. So I'll start back in kind of January time. I went to the doctors because I was having kind of pains in my lower tummy, and I was referred for a scan. And I remember the girl kind of saying, "Can you hold on a minute? I just need to get a second opinion," which is always a little bit of a worry. And yeah, so the sonographer went off and got into someone else, and they looked at the screen, and then they said, "Yes, we see a mass on your ovary." And then I think it was a few days later I got a call from the doctors, and I was asked to go in, I think the next day. So I went in and saw the doctor, and in that conversation he said that he would like to put me on the fast track to see a cancer specialist. And I just remember coming out of the doctor's sort of surgery that day and just being like, oh my goodness, like whenever the word cancer is mentioned you just panic, even though he was very reassuring and said it's probably not, and they're doing this just as a precaution. You can't help but sort of panic a little bit. So I was put on the fast track, which means you have to see an oncologist or an oncologist within 2 weeks. So an oncologist is a cancer specialist, which I'm sure most of you know. So yeah, I had to see an oncologist within 2 weeks, and those 2 weeks were really scary, or just, it was just a horrible time. I just felt in this sort of limbo, and even though, as I said, the doctor had been very reassuring, I did the stupid thing and started googling things, and yeah, that always leads to you reading things that you would rather not have read. So please don't Google too much if you're going through this kind of thing, or if you've been sent to see a cancer specialist. So anyway, after about a week and a half, I had another scan, and then sort of just before the 2 weeks was up, I actually went in to see the oncologist, and luckily I was told that they didn't think that the mass on my ovary was cancerous, and in fact what they think it is what's called a dermoid cyst. Now it's called a cyst, but it's actually more like a type of tumour really, compared to other ovarian cysts, which generally most ovarian cysts are filled with fluid, I think either water or blood. But with the dermoid cyst, it's filled with, or it is basically tissue, and yeah, it's a little bit gross, so you can Google it if you want, but I wouldn't if I was you. But yeah, it's filled with, it's tissue basically, and that's why they have to treat it, why I had to see the cancer specialist, because it was more of a solid mass rather than fluid. That's more worrying, because those sorts of tumours can be cancerous. Luckily mine is not malignant, or they're 99% certain that it's not malignant. It will have to be sent off for testing. So anyway, yeah, they've established that it's a thing called a dermoid cyst on my ovary, and it's just over the size of a golf ball, slightly bigger than a golf ball, about 5.5 centimeters I think it is diameter, and yeah, that is what they think is causing some of the pain. They don't know if it's causing all of the pain, but they think that might be part of it. So the advice is to have it removed, and the reason for that is because that it can grow, and it can then like twist around your ovary, and then that becomes a medical emergency. And obviously as well as it grows, it can cause more pain, and also I think the longer that it's in there, it can then possibly turn malignant if it's in for a long time. So it's just basically best to get it out. And also it's horrible just thinking that you've got this weird kind of tumor thing in your body and you just want it out really. So I am having the operation on Friday, and they will use a procedure called a laparoscopy, which is basically where they do keyhole surgery through your tummy. They might be able to shrink the cyst and therefore the scar won't be that big, but he said it's quite dangerous to do that because then the stuff that's in it could get into my tummy. So they will see if they can, but if not, then they'll just make the cut big enough so they can get the whole dermoid cyst out. There is a chance that I may lose one of my ovaries, which is also a bit of a worry. Even though I've had 2 children and we don't think we're gonna have any more, I just don't feel ready to kind of say a definite no just yet. So even though, yeah, it'd be okay if I just had, you know, I can still have a child with 1 ovary. I don't know, I just don't feel ready to lose one of my ovaries yet. So he's going to try and save it, but he said it depends how much bleeding there is, and if I bleed a lot, then for safety reasons they will have to just remove the whole ovary. So I won't know until I come out of surgery if they've managed to save my ovary or not. So yeah, those are the 2 things I guess I'm most worried about, are losing my ovary and yeah, the scar. I'm just glad I'm going to be getting it out, and I'm sure we'll be fine. But I am going to do a video kind of showing the day for anyone who is going through a laparoscopy, or anybody who maybe has a dermoid cyst and wants to know what the procedure is like. I obviously can't film the actual procedure, but what I will do is film sort of me going to the hospital, me beforehand and afterwards, to show you what the scarring is like and things like that, just if anybody is worried or wants to see. So I will be doing a video on that. I don't know whether it'll go up this weekend because obviously I'll just have had surgery, so I don't know how I'll be feeling this weekend, so it might be the following weekend. So I'm not sure when that'll be coming up, but yeah, please subscribe if you do want to find out about any updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll update you on how it went very soon, and I'll see you next week for another baby names video. Okay, bye.